for clarity and for the sake of sense and for keeping things, modern and current. I think especially, in a really big and important year, it's probably not, an ideal time to make a lot of, major changes and overhauls, but I mean, I guess we'll take that as it comes. Go ahead.
I'm pretty new to the Constitution myself, and I think, the only way we're going to understand how the process is, being dealt with is by being, I think Matt said, being familiarized by who you're working with, and I think I mentioned before that working together is the key to bringing about, the changes in what the Senate is doing. And I think that we have this huge gap before the fall term begins. And in this, I don't, if elected as a senator, I think over the summer, it's really key to communicate with everyone that's working with you and understand that by allowing yourself to be familiarized with those things, then you'll know what the Constitution is asking you of.
Yeah. Well, I would say I'm here definitely because I don't want to be standing by the sidelines. I want to be like a regular student saying I wish I had my voice heard. And I'm here going for Senate, and I'll basically, do whatever it takes to learn about all the policies, the Constitution. I mean, everything that is embedded in being a senator, a good senator here at PSU.
Can you repeat the question again? It gets lost after so many answers.
No worries. So basically, I just wanted to find out, what your level of understanding is in terms of the processes that the student senate has to go through in order for making sure the ASPSU runs well, and if your level of understanding is not all that good, how would you go about making sure that you do understand what those processes are?
Okay. In order to make sure that I know how the processes go, I will organize myself and take notes on everything that I read on the manual. When it comes to the government working together, it's all about procedures. If the procedures are not followed, then miscommunication happens and things don't get done. And that's very important. So it's all about following procedures and knowing how to follow them.
Well, I would say that I would probably, excuse me. Generally, I would go look through the manual and listen and take notes as well. But however, I would also ask some of the people who have experience, because in that regard, experience really not only tells you about the finer points of this, but also gives you better ways of doing it and how to apply it.
All right, on a more personal note, also, I don't know if anyone here remembers the Rudy Soto administration. I don't know if that's the correct word. Yes, I do. My roommate is Jesse Anderson, and he was quite a gadfly for those people. And I am sure if I ever come within stone's throw of making a mistake, I will hear all about it. So, yeah, that too.
We have time for one or two more questions. Mine's easy, it's a yes or no question. Okay, yeah, Hi guys, I'm Jill. Thanks for coming out and running for Senate, it's awesome. My question is one of the challenges in making sure that students have a voice on campus, and not only, I agree with all of you on outreach and all that, and that's very important, but it's been a challenge filling the vacancies on university committees that students actually have already a seat on. And I was just wondering, yes or no, if you guys would be willing to serve on maybe one or two committees?
Absolutely.
Yes.
I'm going to mark this down. Just in case.
Yeah,
very much so.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. And something. I think getting more students involved in government is really important.
It is.
I would agree with what Karen said, and yes, I would join the committee.
Yes, most definitely.
Yes.
Yes.
I like that question.
Yeah, easy, right?
Yeah.
Very important question though, so.
Yeah, just make sure you guys get the times and, you know, where they're meeting at, because it could conflict with your work or class schedule, so just make sure you sign up for, because once you sign on, then you can't really you can back out, but it's not really good for the faculty to see that, so just make sure you know what you're doing. Do we have one more question, or does anybody else want to ask a question? Is that it? Okay guys, thank you so much, what's it called? The PSU television?
KPSU?
KPSU? Is that what it is?
PSU-TV.
Oh, what is
PSU-TV.
it? What?
PSU-TV.
Oh, this is PSU?
Alright, thank you, PSU
Yeah, where is
television,
it
thank
gonna
you all
air? Where is it
senators
gonna
for
air?
coming, and, you guys had great responses, I hope you guys did great, and thank you everybody in the audience for being a great audience. Thank you guys.